Hello viewers, I am Maitli. Today we are going to see 12 CBSE Maths Relations and Functions exercise 1.1 question number 1 in that third subdivision. Let's see the question. Determine whether each of the following relations are reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we are going to find whether this is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Given is A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relation R equal to x comma y, where y is divisible by x. Second one is divisible by the first one. So given is A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and x comma y belongs to R if y is divisible by x. Now we will go to reflexive. First we will prove reflexive. Reflexive, we know that x is divisible by x itself. This two should be same. If I write x and x, we know that x is divisible. The condition is second one should be divisible by the first one. Here x will be divisible by x itself. Every number is divisible by the number itself. So we can directly say that therefore x comma x belongs to R because this is divisible by x, so R is reflexive. Now next we will go to symmetric. For symmetric I will take one example. I will take 2 and 6. 2 and 6 belongs to R because 6 is divisible by 6 by 2. It is divisible. We can cancel the both. We know that 6 by 2. Second one is divisible by the first one. So 6 by 2 we can cancel and we can write. But in the case of it is 6 comma 2, this does not belongs to the relation R because 2 by 6 is not divisible. 2 by 6 is 1 by 3. We should not have a denominator in the case of when it is divisible. Here we have 1 by 3. There should not be no denominator, but we have a denominator. So this I have just written for you to understand. So this is not a relation. This does not belongs to R. Therefore we can say that 2 comma 6 6 is not divisible by 2. Two is not divisible by 6. 2 is not divisible by 6. Therefore, we can say that R is not symmetric. Now we'll move on to transitive. For transitive, let me take an example of x, y, z. Here I am going to take, let x comma y belongs to R and y comma z belongs to R. That means this implies that y is divisible by x. This implies that y is divisible by x. This is the condition they have given. Y is divisible by x, and we can also say that z is divisible by y. So with the first condition we know that y is divisible by x, which is equal to, I am writing one value m. Let me take that divisible value is m. Then we can say that y is equal to mx. Yeah, let it be the first equation. Now for the second, this is divisible by this. This means z by y is equal to, I am taking another value because we know that z is divisible by y. I am taking this to be n. So if y goes to this side, we can write this to be y z is equal to ny. Taking this condition as 2, substituting this value here, instead of y, I am just substituting mx here. So here substitute 1, it becomes z is equal to n into mx. We can also write that z equal to nx. So that means if I bring x to this side, z by x is equal to nm. This shows that there is no denominator here. This is completely divisible and we are having only numerator. This means that therefore x comma z is belongs to R, and where according to this we know that z is divisible by x. So therefore R is transitive. So that's all with the sum. Thank you.